Okay, the episode hasn't even properly started yet and there's already a goof. Edward's eyes are wonky. Also, does really Thomas need to have this brake van? We never saw Thomas pulling Annie and Clarabelle with the brake van previously, because Clarabelle has a brake compartment inside her. Anyway, Gordon the express engine have to work harder than ever before, but his eyes are wonky. And his buffers are crooked. And also there's something wrong with his cylinder, it seems like it's missing some of its piece. Anyway, Gordon talks to coaches passengers relies on him when he's right on time. Whenever he finished one journey, it was time for another one to begin. One day, Sir Topham had decided that Gordon needed a rest, and he gave the charge for express to James. James was very delighted. He loved to show his smart red paint, and he was determined to be fast as Gordon. Even so, he began to be boastful to the other engines.
You know, little Toby, he boasted, I'm an important engine. Everyone knows it. I'm as regular as clockwork, never late, always on time. Says you, replied Toby.
Then the Sir Topham had arrived. Now take a closer listen and hear how the following dialogue is out of sync.
Can I take Henrietta, sir? No. What would the passengers do without her?
Toby's eyes are wonky, and Percy's roof is lifted. Soon, Toby was on the main line. He clanked as he trundled along. Because his little engine with small wheels, his tanks don't hold much water. But look closely under Toby. His wheels and side rods are red. That's because the chassis is raised from the Markland engine. Anyway, as Toby was puffing along, he was feeling more thirsty. Luckily, he saw a signal and soon enough he arrived at the station. There he was getting a long drink. But look at that wood. It seems completely brighter. This is how the normal color of wood looks like. Anyway, Toby wasn't filled with the water as he thought, because a new signalman arrived. He never seen Toby before. Toby's driver tried to explain, but it was no use.
We must clear the line for James with the express. You'll have to get more water at the next station.
Toby clunked sadly away, and soon enough his water tank was empty.
We must warn James, said the fireman.
Look at his frown, the faded marks of a smile can be visible behind it. Soon Percy and Henrietta arrived.
Please, take me back to the station, it's an emergency. Henrietta hated leaving Toby. Never mind, said Percy, you're taking the fireman to warn James, that's a big help. Henrietta felt much better.
And her roof is crooked. James was fuming when he heard the news.
I didn't understand about Toby. Now, James, said his driver, you'll have to push Toby. What, me? Me? Push Toby and pull my train too?
Grumbling dreadfully, James set off to find Toby. But look at his coach. There's a space between the roof and the rest of the coach. And in the next scene, Toby's face is crooked.
Get on, you!
Wait a minute, how did Toby move? He's out of water, isn't it? James didn't even push him, so Toby just moved by himself. To make matters worse, in the next scene, Toby is releasing steam from his funnel. James was pushing Toby the harder he could.
When he reached the workstation...
Hey Angelis, did he just say a workstation?
When he reached the workstation...
This is a Knapford station, not the works.
Coo, said one. The express is late and it's got 2 engines. I think James couldn't pull it on his own, so Toby had to help him. Never mind, James, whispered Toby. They're only joking. Ha ha!
So those are all of the goofs found in Season 3 episode, Time for Trouble. I hope you all enjoyed this video, my train lovers, and I'll see you next time.